Mi nombre es Luis Manuel Otero Alcántara. Llegó la hora y estoy unido a ti por la libertad de Cuba.
Mi nombre es Abraham Rivera.
Adrián Rubio.
Alan Vera.
Alejandro Benítez.
Alex Alfonso.
Ángel Tour.
Yo soy Conrado Cogle. Bonco Quiñongo.
Carlos Espinosa. Chucho del Chucho.
Darwin Santana Enrique.
Denis Molina Domínguez.
Fiori Lucena.
La señora del canal de las emociones.
Néstor Pérez.
Esteban Rodríguez.
Ebert Hijuelos.
Oscar Matos Leiva.
Leisa Céspedes.
Greten Arzola.
Hanna Inver.
Harold Crespo Marrero.
Hernán Hernández de Porquiani.
Jorge Sayas.
José Daniel Ferrer.
José Ramón Benítez Álvarez. José Armando Morales Pérez.
Julio Suárez.
Karel García.
Laureano Pou.
Miguel Hernández Sotolongo.
Lucinda González.
Luis Denner.
Manuel Milanés.
Milady Salcedo.
Miguel Candelario.
Lando Luis Pardolazo.
Omani Pardo Guerra.
Diego Mar Torres.
Pablo Bettencourt.
Pablo Fernández.
Raidel Tallet.
Reinaldo.
Riquet Caballero Dominico.
Roberto San Martín.
Ronnie España.
Rosa Rojas. Juana Fernández.
Es nombre Valento Bacallao.
Silverio Portal Contreras.
Ultra. Yamila, la hija de Maceo.
Víctor Ortiguero.
Verde Sama.
Llegó la hora. Y estoy unida a ti. Por la libertad de Cuba. Patria y vida.
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 Este es un llamado para todos los cubanos. Cuba nos necesita. Llegó la hora.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Let's Talk About Cuba. Happy Easter to those of you who are celebrating Easter. My name is Iskra Perez Salcido, if you don't know me personally. Today I'm here. It's not my regular scheduled day. Actually, we normally schedule our live streams on Mondays, and we are going to have a program tomorrow, but today I wanted to come in because there's something going on in our country, and I need everyone to be aware of what's happening in Cuba. There is currently a hunger strike being done by over 50 people inside, and I think there are about 5 people outside of Cuba that are in hunger strike. This is their second week. We are hitting day 17 on a hunger strike. Their bodies are now their organs are starting to fail them. They are starting to have a renal failure. They have put their bodies through terrible things. The hunger strike is being done through Unpacu. Unpacu stands for Patriotic Union of Cuba. They are a movement, a political movement, basically, whose opposition leader is one of the most prominent opposition leaders of the island. His name is Jose Daniel Ferrer, who is also in this hunger strike. We need to be very vigilant of what's happening in our country. We really do need to understand what is happening in Cuba, and why are all these things happening today in our country? Why are all these things happening in Cuba? Why, if we are a nation of what you see on TV, which is just pretty beaches and pretty cars, why is all these things happening in Cuba? well, what you are seeing in your TV is not actually the truth. The truth is that there are many people doing all of these things because they are fighting for their freedom. The reason why Mr. Ferrer has decided to go on a hunger strike, and many people in solidarity to him have joined him, is because he has actually started from his state. His home has become actually the Unpacu, basically a humanitarian headquarter for his neighborhood, where he actually serves food and medication to the neighborhood, something that the government now does not do. So if you know anything about Cuba, they go around stating that they are a socialist country. Well, socialist countries are supposed to give free medication and free food to their people. Well, unfortunately, the food and the medication, there is not enough to go around. And therefore, people are going by hungry, and there are people that are old, and they have health issues. And so the Unpacu headquarters, and specifically Jose Daniel Ferrer and his wife, who's a doctor, have been taking care of their neighborhood. Therefore, now the government has now closed them off. They actually went in, took away all of their medication, all of their foods. They took away everything they had in their headquarters. This was back a few weeks ago. They took away everything. And now they are not allowing anything to go in and out of that headquarters. So in protest to this, they decided to actually do a hunger strike. Therefore, we need to be very vigilant of what is happening. They have decided that they will not end the hunger strike until this blockade ends, and we need to put the word out there. I wanted to come in today, and I know it's Easter Sunday, and most of you are celebrating with your family, and I wish I could just be there and celebrate, but my heart is not in a celebrating mood. My heart is with Jose Daniel Ferrer. It has been over 2 weeks. Their bodies are now deteriorating, and we need to not just pray for them. Now we need to do some action. I'm going to be putting up some telephone numbers where we can all call, and I'm going to put some Twitter information on here so that we can Twitter handles that we can do as well. We need to take actions. This is an international issue. We actually do need everyone's attention on this. Cuba is not just some country out in the middle of nowhere, and it's not. This is everybody's. This is a humanitarian issue, and I need everyone to please take actions. Today, as I prayed this morning, I actually meditated quite a bit this morning. This morning I actually started organizing my closets and just meditating and trying to figure out, how do I help? What can I do? I didn't know what I was going to do today, because I knew I had to do more than just sit around. And I wish there was more I could do. And I wish I could get my point across to each and every one around the world, because this is an international problem. We need to get the word out to everyone. We need to get the point out to our senators. We need to get the point out to the presidents, not just in the United States, but around the world. Please, anyone that can help us. We need to reach out to the world. I'm going to be putting up numbers. We need to reach to everyone. In any case, I don't want to get too sentimental, but this is what's happening. And, basically, when things like these happen in a country, you need to understand, and you need to question. We need to question, why are these things happening? A hunger strike doesn't just happen. It reveals something. There is a crisis here that we all need to question. And so I need us to really start thinking about, why is this happening? Why is this happening in little Cuba, where all you see on your end and on your TV is pretty beaches and pretty cars. It's not all sunshine and dance. That's not all it is, unfortunately. There are people dying in our country. There are people dying, and we need to act. We can't just sit back. And I'm going to actually call out on my generation. I'm going to call out on those like me and my brother, who came when we were little, my cousins, those that came when, second generations. I don't care how long ago you came. This is your country too. And these are your brothers and your sisters. And they're dying. And they're giving their lives for their freedom. And we can't just sit here. We can't. We can't just sit back. We have to do something. I refuse to think that all we can do is just cross our hands and say nothing. So I'm going to call on you, because we're all Cubans. I don't care where you live. I don't care how long you've been out of the island. I came when I was 9. My brother was 6. That doesn't make us any less Cubans. We're still Cubans. I know people that have left when they were 3 years old. That doesn't make them less Cubans. They were born there. Even if your parents were Cuban and you were born in the United States, part of you is Cuban. Part of you is there. Your heart is there. And whether you are indifferent or not, I don't know how you can be indifferent to something like this. This is a crisis it's a human crisis. You can't be indifferent. We're not indifferent to any other country. When something happens in Haiti, we are all on board. Well, this is a human crisis. I'm sorry. We cannot sit around and do nothing. This is a humanitarian issue. So just like we do with, with Puerto Rico, when they have something happening there, or just like we do with Haiti, when something happens there, well, we need to do something about our own country as well. And I don't care what you're telling me. You're telling me, no, we can't do anything because of the Cuban regime. I refuse that language anymore. I refuse to accept that. We can do something. I do something for my country every single day. I do something every single day. I post something. I say something. I come on lives. I repost. I tweet. There is always something you can do, because the world needs to know. And the reason why nothing happens is because we don't do anything. If we were all doing it, then this wouldn't have lasted this long. That's right, Frank. There are enough people in this country that can reach out to leaders and that can help us. Everybody can do something. I refuse to just sit here and say, no, I'm not going to do anything. The world has to do something. The world does have to do something. Thank you. I do believe we're all responsible. You wouldn't leave anyone else just out there to die. Why would you do that to your own brothers and sisters? Your own blood. I don't care how long it's been since you left the island. These are your people. These are your people. This is your blood. And if you look back and your ancestries, there's a connection there. And so we all need to do something. So I'm going to leave you with this message. Please, everyone. I'm going to actually post some things here. Sorry, because I'm all by myself today, because obviously this is not my normal scheduled time. So I'm going to post some things here so that you guys can actually reach out to these. There are several phone numbers. There are several things that Twitter accounts that we can reach out to. And like I said before, there's just we all have to. Let me see if I can put this here. How do I? Okay, I don't know how I can. Let me see if I can share it. Okay, share my screen here. Let me share this screen. Okay, so there are the phone numbers for the White House. There are the there's plenty of information here. I am also going to be posting here. I'm going to post on here in the comments section. I'm going to be giving you guys as well. Yeah, I'm going to give you guys everything you need so that you don't have any excuses. Everybody can do what you can on your end. Please don't let these people die. I beg you, from the bottom of my heart. I just can't. I just can't go through an Easter Sunday. I couldn't go to sleep tonight knowing that I didn't do anything today. So I'm going to give you guys the Twitter handles as well. I'll copy them here. I'm going to do that. Okay, well, let me see if I can. Here, sorry. No, that's not it. Oh, well, okay, here it is. I'm gonna copy them here for you guys as well. So that is that. So yeah, I'll keep this posted here. I don't know how to. This image apparently is not letting me copy image, but oh, okay. I can save it here. Let me save it to my desktop. Let me see if I can actually save this to. Okay. I'm trying to do a lot here. Sorry. Stop screen. And I'm going to try and add it to my banners here. I don't know where, but in any case, I mean, that's all I had for tonight, really. I just, I couldn't go to sleep, honestly, on Easter Sunday. I did a lot of praying this morning. I did a lot of meditation, and I just couldn't let myself go to bed. Or actually, my husband's doing barbecue right now, but I couldn't go on with the festivities of the night, or share a meal with my family until I would at least feel that I have done something today for Unpacu and for José Daniel Ferrer. José Daniel, si ves en algún momento esta directa, he estado orando por ti y por todos los que están haciendo la huelga. No los queremos muertos, los queremos vivos. Por favor, entendemos las razones que lo están haciendo, pero créanme que los necesitamos vivos, los queremos vivos, su familia los necesita vivos, Cuba los necesita vivos. Los respetamos, los admiramos. Tengo el honor de poderte llamar amigo, José. Gracias por eso. Sé que eres digno realmente. Muchas gracias por lo que haces por Cuba y por los cubanos. Estamos contigo, hermano. Gracias. El mundo no te va a dejar solo. Y los cubanos no te vamos a dejar solo. Donde quiera que haya un cubano, ahí vamos a estar alzando nuestras voces por ti. Te lo aseguro. Well, good night, everybody. I really don't want to make this a long life. I just wanted to come in and just ask everybody to please do something, share it, call your senators, share with your representative. The world needs to know what's happening in Cuba today. Good night, everyone, and God bless. God bless all of you.